NewGenGamers.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, NewGenGamers is proud to present another console war of the past.
Today we are taking a look at the Bally Astrocade.
A pre-crash system brought to us in 1977. The Bally Astrocade is 40 years old. Happy birthday, Bally.
Yeah, it was initially thought of in 77.
Okay, well still, it's 44 years old.
Yeah, the actual systems didn't...
They didn't roll out till 79.
Yeah, they didn't get into people's hands. People could start ordering them in 78,
Yeah,
79.
by magazines.
Yes.
Magazine order, Montgomery Ward's, any other kind of...
There was a distribution deal with JS&A. Alright.
Okay,
First off,
so it
comes packed in with games. This is one of the first systems that came with packed in games that wasn't just the games.
Right.
It's
As you see, there's Gunfight, Checkmate, Calculator, and Scribbling. And I don't know about you, but back when this was released, there was two versions. There was a $2.99 version, and then there was a $3.99 version. And in today's money, that's $1,182. Okay? And the system seems a little bit expensive for a calculator. This ain't no TI-80 graphing calculator?
This was meant to be Bally's entry into the home console market to compete with the VCS.
Okay, it says Bally Computer System on it, right?
Home Library Computer was its first name.
Right.
As you'll learn, the Bally Astrocade actually had multiple names.
But we call it the Bally Astrocade. You can also do BASIC on it, which we will show you guys later what that looks like.
Yeah.
But the actual manual to do the BASIC thing is like so big, and I thought I have lots of time during the day, I can just run through the BASIC thing. I sat there for 4 hours, got fed up, and basically rage quit.
Nah. All right, let's pop into our first title here. We're going to take a look at Scribbling.
Yep.
One player. All right, so you basically start out with a small dot.
Yeah, and there's a calculator-looking thing on top of.
Yeah, the system has an interesting take on overlays. Most of the overlays from this generation went on the actual controllers, whereas these overlays went onto the little calculator pad on the system itself.
So the overlay that we have for Scribbling is C up and down a %, white, green, blue, and red and blue, and then MR, MS, CH, and divide is color change. The next row, 7, 8, 9, multiply is intensity decrease. Next row is intensity decrease, and your clear button is to clear it.
See, you hold the trigger down, you can start drawing.
Yep.
Now, if I turn the little knobby.
So when it was first named Bally Home Library Computer, right?
Well, the idea originally for it was to be a home computer system.
Right. But
when home computers were ridiculously expensive
and ridiculously big. And then by the time that the machine shipped, it was renamed Bally Professional Arcade.
Yeah, turtle.
And then in 1981 they re-released the system with a basic cartridge, and it was named as the Bally Computer System. And then in 1982 it was changed to the Astrocade.
Yeah, when it was bought out by Astrovision, which ironically was some enthusiasts of the system itself.
Right.
And you'll find out that the enthusiasts for this system actually have created a lot of content for it because the Bally cartridge enabled user-created content.
And actually, if you go to Bally Alley, there's one of the biggest communities of
Astrocade users,
yeah.
and they've collected a lot of old things from the system,
Right. Which,
like old newsletters.
shout out to them because that is where we got
a lot of our information for this because there's not a whole lot of information out there on this system.
And that's where we got our basic stuff at. Because, like I said, I gave up. I wasn't going to do it. So
yeah, I found some games on there we can download so that I can actually show you some of the user-created content for this system.
Okay, up until 82 to the crash, it was sold under the name of Astrocade, right? The Bally Astrocade. And then it disappeared around 1985.
Yeah.
Fell off the face of the map. Anyways, Midway had planned to release an expansion for the system, or expansion system for the unit.
Alright, I'm going to start a new picture.
Okay.
Let's see, let's change the color. We do green?
Yeah. You can also turn the dial, I think.
Oh, no, that makes our cursor smaller.
Ooh.
And now we're green.
Yep.
I'll make it a little bit bigger. Not that much
And,
bigger. It's real sensitive.
But when Bally sold off the division, it wasn't ready, so they just,
The smaller one doesn't like to make it.
Doesn't like it?
Lines.
Oh, that's a tiny one. So
there we go. Now
it was aimed at being a
purple.
home computer, but the machine was targeted as a system for outputting high quality graphics to videotapes.
That was one of its functions that they had planned on.
Oh wow, that's kind of cool. The blue, the purple, the dark purple.
Yeah.
That's like really, really.
Well, there's a lot of different. There's a decent sized color palette on this for something that came out at that time.
This is it actually has 256 colors, but it can only display 4 colors at a time.
Right.
You can. There's like okay. Your standard GIF is in 256 colors. But there's different filters that it goes through to get those 256 colors. So this has the same range of color as a GIF.
Okay.
Just your basic, color palette. The machine only had 4 kilobytes of RAM.
Only?
Only.
Because back in the 70s, that was a lot.
Yeah. I mean, I know that it's a lot for, like, back then, but still.
I'm not sure what I'm making, but it looks kind of interesting.
I like it.
Like the scribbling programs, something that can kind of keep you entertained for
It's
a while.
like Mario Paint for the 70s and 80s. Like, do you remember that paint program on Mario Paint?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you just basically put in some kind of simplistic interface to, make it to, or at least user-friendly enough that, users can manipulate it.
Okay, so Astrocade was one of the very early cartridge-based systems.
Yeah, it came out a year before the Intellivision.
Yeah, and
the same. Well, it was introduced the same year as the Odyssey 2, and a year after the 2600. So we're talking
early, pre-crash. This thing's a dinosaur, right?
Yeah.
But